Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Which one? I don't know what deck to take today. So let's see. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Whoa. What is going on with this deck? No, just. Happiness, okay, and confidence. Oh, there we go. Oh, so nice. Happiness and confidence. Okay, I'm gonna pull some from the middle just to see. Fox. Okay. Alright, let's put this one here. Ideas and discipline. Okay. So what leads to happiness, right? Gratitude and fulfillment. Change and possibilities. And the awakening, renewal, peace and compassion. Okay, so very interesting and chill energies actually. Well, ideas and discipline, that's something, right? So it really feels like you know, the fact that this happiness card came out just indicates for me that there is something that you need to look at regarding happiness, so that there is something that you that happiness is something that you still want to achieve, you know, and it comes with a lot of energies, so which are helpers, you know. All those cute animals, they are all helpers for you, to tell you how to achieve it, you know, because sometimes, especially if we look at happiness from the standpoint of when will I be happy, that's exactly the question that takes us away from achieving happiness, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the penguin first. So of course, being grateful for your situation is certainly a big point to achieve happiness, because when you are seeing fulfillment in everything that you do, you know, then you don't leave the option open for your own head to distract you from being happy. You know, it's this when you are not happy or fulfilled where you are, you always look for the things somewhere else, right? And you always strive for something else to seek fulfillment, and this is you exchange it for the situation that you are in, then where you are certainly then saying to yourself that the situation you're currently in is not giving you fulfillment, right? If you're always looking like the penguin somewhere else, right? That's an important step to reach happiness. And ideas and discipline, very interesting. Yeah. Well, discipline, that's a bit of a surprise, isn't it? But I do get it. It's about exchanging the short-term happiness for the long-term happiness with discipline. Because if you just focus on the short-term happiness, the long-term will be, you won't be happy if you just strive for the short high of things, right? And ideas. If you do have some ideas, you need to persevere in perceiving them, right? Ideas are nice. Yeah, it's good that you have them, you know. But if you don't act on them, they are just ideas, and they don't manifest, right? So that's something. Okay, I'm drawn to talk about this first, because change and possibilities. Okay, that's another thing, you know. If you are currently not fulfilled, of course you need to change something, right? And you do have a lot of options, just because of the octopus has got a lot of arms, right? So there are a lot of options for you on the table to change things. But also by being a bit creative in what option you let into your life, maybe this can help you out as well. You know, sometimes we find fulfillment in the weirdest spots, right? It's very unexpected, right? And just wants to look at this. And the awakening, renewal and enlightenment. Well, awakening, it's a big word, isn't it? It's such a big word. And in a way, I think we all have, to certain amounts, at least 1 year, one time per year, a somewhat awakening. You know, it just means, in the smaller scale, it just means that you gain new insights, and that you get a new pair of glasses, basically, right? Where you have a new perception of things, and this comes usually with change. So of course, when you change something for yourself, then it also comes in form of change for because every change that we do, even if it's just walking somewhere else, a different path, right? Or just going somewhere where we haven't been to before, this already changes us and renews our perception, because it is just a new place to discover, right? It can be just 20 miles away from you, you know? If you haven't been there before and you walk through a fresh landscape, right? This changes you already. This is a small awakening into a different perception. And this card just wants to show you that you should probably, you should embrace it a bit more and try to find those new spots, right? Because I really feel that you are very tired of repetition, or that you actually do want change, right? And also, with all those animals, I think the penguin and the octopus, they are both, I think, very important for you somehow. They are very interesting, you know, because a penguin is a very special creature, right? I often get reminded of penguins in Australia. Because penguins in Australia, you wouldn't think that there are penguins in Australia, right? And it could be that you feel that something is so not achievable, like penguins in Australia. It could be that you have an eye on someone and think about it like that, or that it's just maybe your complete package of happiness, you know, everything. Just imagine to be happy, right? To be completely happy, what would you need to achieve that? Or not to go there, what would your life look like if you would say, okay, there's nothing to complain? How would your life look like? And I think with this penguins in Australia thing, it often feels to us that happiness is so far away, you know. And sometimes the only thing that is really making us happy, that we really want for ourselves, is doing nothing and laying in bed all day. And forget all the achievements, right? Sometimes we just want that. And the awareness of this is big also, right? Because it's achievable. It's right there next to you, probably, right? And yeah, so it just wants to you to look at what you need, or how your perfect life looks like, what you need to look like this person here. What do you want? You know, often we complain about our lives so much that we don't even really know what we want. We just know what we don't want, right? But your ideal life, how would it look like? And you really need to look at it. It feels to me, because I think then you will realize that, or for sure get some ideas, but also with the discipline, you will also see how you can get there. If you know what you want, it's easier to say that, you know, to go there. If you know what you want. If you don't know what you want, if you just know, well, that's not it, and that's also not it, and no, right? Then it's harder to achieve. And this just wants to you to imagine this. It's a very simple exercise, but it's very profound. Because often, if we get asked if your life would be, if you'd be totally happy, how would your life look like? What does, you know? And often we are very, we don't know what to say. You know, apart from the basics, right? But if everything was sorted, you know, how would your life look like? What would you want to do right now? And it's not about thinking about it in the future. Just think about what you would do right now. When, you know, in this second, would you go travel? Would you go, you know, what does make your heart beat faster when you think about what you want to do right now? And this will lead you to answers that you can then work with. Scavenge. Okay, what's that? Night. This looks like this really looks like a little bit like an adventure that is based on the foundation of having no money. That's interesting. You know, it's this, you know what? You know, it's almost an adventure that starts with, you know what, I don't have the funds, but I will do it because I want to. And seeing where you end up with, you know. That's interesting. Don't know why I'm reminded. You know, it's one of those things where you just, where the basic foundation of your adventure is basically that there is no abundance there. But on the other hand, sometimes we need experiences like this where we are brave enough to do something crazy, you know, just to prove to ourselves that abundance is just a perceptive thing, right? It's just about perception. Night. So today they all look like they are sleeping, right? Scavenge. Night. It really looks and feels like an adventure. It's such a different energy compared to... Ooh, look at that. So it's such a different energy compared to the first part of the reading. But it really feels like it has some Dark Night of the Soul vibes in it, but also not really. It really feels more like an adventure, you know, something. This really looks like the landscape of an adventurous novel, right? With gifts. So I think it could be that you are currently not seeing what kind of gifts you already have. You know, because this always reminds me of emptying your pockets. It's this, you empty your pockets and you're like, yeah, that's what I have. There's a coin right there. Yeah, well, the rest is, yeah. I want to have some flowers. I just picked them, right? And it really feels like, but the card says it's gifts. So it means that there's something, if you are lacking something currently, there's a gift in it somehow. Or you are not seeing your gifts, because those are actually magical items, right? For me, you know, when I pull those out, you know, I have items like this, and they are magical, so they hold some very special power, actually. Manifestational power. You know, those are items that you would never give away. You know, you would never do that. No amount of money can pay you to give them away. You know, those are those items. You know, childhood toys, something very special somehow, right? And or something that you inherited, you know, just items like this. They hold a very special power, and it really wants you to look at those, because what I really feel with this novel and scavenge, things like, I don't even know if I pronounce it correctly, this word, but it really feels like, you know, wandering through the night, and like a novel, like a magical novel at night, where you take those items out at night and make something very special, like a special magical spell, and it actually works. Right? It's this, those items, they have a very special power in them. Has some MacGyver vibes, but way more magical, okay? So it's really like, there's something that you need to do with those items. You know, you need to take those items, right? Arrange them somehow and do some magic. Because look at this, you know, this also reminds me of there's a lot of childhood energy in this, because this reminds me of the faces that you see everywhere. You know, for me, they've been always with me since I was a kid, and there have been years where I forgot them. You know, they are everywhere. Wallpapers, even here. If you look at that. Do you see the eyes and the nose? Do you see that? There's someone here, right? And it's like those faces that you see in patterns, you know, on tiles, on wood, everywhere. They are everywhere. Everywhere. They are looking at you. And it really feels like all of this together combined somehow, right? You have the power within you to pull something magical off, to somehow create a spell, do something magical with those items. You use them as an antenna, right? And this just wants to look at, because they also look like faces, and also ancient faces, and even this looks a bit like a crown, right? So for me it really looks like you are also being observed by spirits or just higher dimensions, and somehow you are meant to pull something up off that you could only see in those novels where they make movies out of later on, right? It's almost, it's nighttime. This, especially the nightscape here, right? With the moon and the houses with the lights on. It just feels to me like those magical movies, also in Harry Potter even, right? When there's always this nighttime atmosphere, right? And it really feels like you're such a magician that does something very special with some items that other people would say are worthless, but in fact they are not, because those are items that you have collected throughout your lifetime, right? It's some items that, and for you they hold a lot of value, right? Because they are attached to your deepest emotions, right? And those items, when you put them together and have confidence, there was this confidence card in the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah, have confidence in your magic. Because she's got wings. Look at that. And suddenly the crows are showing you the way to pull something very magical off for yourself. And I think the fact that I'm talking about this in this video just shows you that what you also really want for happiness is something that you might have not had it on your list without me telling you, which is the magic. Of course, right? We can have it all, like all the money, all the partners, everything, and the looks, all of it. But when you really want is magic, I think that would make you really happy. And it's not, when you pull something magical off, right? And you discover that you are a magician, right? And you've got wings and everything, right? Like the crows that are saying, go there. And you have confidence in it, right? Because it's also, a lot of this is also about believing in this, right? You could tell me that this is just, blah blah, and it's not gonna work, but it is going to work. That's why this reading exists, and this is a gift that you are meant to just discover, and it will give you, if you look at this confidence card compared to with the colors are similar, right? It's almost as if this is a zoom in of this card, because they really hold the same posture. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, and also the rainbow colors. It's like, first of all, you had to look closer. What makes you happy, right? Think about it, imagine it, and do this exercise. Definitely do it. But then when you zoom out, you discover, oh wow, that would be really nice, right? And yeah, so I think you're pulling something really magical off. It's just the gifts are on the table, right? So really nice. And very special energies. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want to know what you're pulling off, actually. I really want to know. I want to know. Can we get a glimpse of this? I'm just wondering which deck I should use to pull to get an insight, because it feels like every deck I have is not holding this. Maybe I just this one. Maybe Let's see if there's something. Just a hint, maybe. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit soul tribe. Okay, what's going on? So again, with what I said with the faces that look at you, right? From everywhere. So okay, yeah, you have the gift of summoning something. So clearly, you know, the more you summon it, the bigger it gets, right? So there's really, it just wants to say that there's something surrounding you that is very interested in your process. And oh, very nice. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It's also releasing old beliefs, you know, old beliefs which don't believe in magic. Right? Yeah. Because that's a pattern. It's a pattern also, you know, to get incarnated and just the indoctrination, right? And so I love that. Also that they are flying again to the moon, right? So yeah, so you're pulling something off. So yeah, very nice. So I'm gonna wrap it up with one of those cards. It's more a fun one. I hope we'll get a good one. So let's see. Till death do us part. Unknown. Okay. So I think this just means also that there's something that you are meant to discover which is unknown, right? So it's something new, very unique, so very interesting actually, very interesting. Kind of want to pull another one of those, so let's see if there's another one. Personal stalker, go ahead. Okay, again, the watching energies. Oh my god. You know, all those faces that are watching you. So, okay. I guess it just, very... For me, black cats are actually good luck, so don't you worry about this, you know. In case you think that this is the case. But no, it's more like a spirit team that really wants to say, look, we're looking, we're watching you. And it really wants to look at something also from the past somehow. You know, with this, whenever I see death on a card, it is always reminding me of life cycles, you know, and past gifts. So it could be something that you are holding within you, which is just which just didn't come to the surface in this lifetime just yet. Something unknown. I know, it's very nice. I love it. So it's very nice. Okay. Yeah. So let's see this reading's for. Very nice. Oh, Sag. Okay. Yeah, so additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye bye.